Hello, everyone. Good evening to you all. So, we are on our last topic. This is the topic we have for you today. Object of a preposition. We are still on the topic noun phrase. Remember, in our previous lessons, we talked about two different functions of a noun phrase. We talked about a noun phrase functioning as the subject of a verb. We also talked about a noun phrase functioning as the object of a verb. So today, we are going to talk about a noun phrase functioning as the object of a preposition. Remember, prepositions are very difficult. They are one of the words that we find very hard to use in English language. So today, we are going to talk about a noun phrase functioning as the object of a preposition. So, but what is the object of a preposition? When we say the object of a preposition, it is a noun phrase. It is a noun phrase that comes after the preposition. When we say the object of a preposition, it is a noun phrase that comes immediately after the preposition, meaning you have the preposition, then after the preposition, then you have the noun phrase. Okay? So this is why I have 5 sentences here for you. We are going to underline the noun phrase, and then we can see that before the noun phrase, you have a preposition in each of the sentences. So when you see that in your exams, know that it is functioning as the object of a preposition. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is this. Words are underlined, okay? But look at before the underlined words. If you see a preposition, then it is the object of a preposition. If you remember in our previous lesson yesterday, I said the object of a verb. You have the verb before the noun phrase or before the words underlined. That is the object of a verb. But the object of a preposition, you have the preposition before the words on the line. So meaning, if you have the preposition after the preposition, then you have the words on the line, which is now the noun phrase. So that is what the object of a preposition is. The object of a preposition is a noun phrase, actually, that comes immediately after the preposition. Okay? Let us look at some examples before we look at the sentences that we have on the board. Okay? Good. Let's look at example number 1. Now let's look at this sentence. It says, we saw him sitting under a big mango tree. We saw him sitting under a big mango tree. So what is our noun phrase? Our noun phrase is this. Under a tall mango tree. We saw him sitting under a tall mango tree. Now see, before the words on the line, you have a preposition here. Under is a preposition. Now, if you see this in your exams, just say it is a noun phrase and the function is it functions as the object of the preposition under. Now, this is a noun phrase. This is a noun phrase. The functions just say it is what the object of the preposition under. Okay, this is how you answer it. It is the object of the preposition under. So this is what I'm trying to say. I am saying that before the words underline, you have a preposition. You must know how to identify prepositions. If you are not able to identify a preposition, you will not be able to do it. You must identify a preposition before you are able to say that this is a preposition, therefore it functions as the object of the preposition. Okay? Another example. Let's look at this example. Good. This sentence reads, they sang on a very big platform last night. They sang on a very big platform last night. What is our noun phrase? Our noun phrase is this, on a very big platform. Okay? That our noun phrase is a very big platform. Okay? A very big platform. Now, do you have a preposition before the words on the line? Yes, this is our preposition on. So this is a noun phrase also. Then you say it is the object of the verb of the, sorry, object of the preposition rather. Sorry. Object of the preposition on. On is a preposition. So if you see a preposition, then after the preposition, then you have the words on the line, then it is the object of the preposition. Okay? The last example, let's look at this example number 3. Let's underline our noun phrase. The sentence reads, the students did their exams in a huge hall, in a huge hall in the city. So let's underline our noun phrase. Our noun phrase is a huge hall in the city. This is our noun phrase. Now, before the noun phrase, do we have a preposition? Yes, there is a preposition, and the preposition is in. Okay, this is the preposition. Okay, so this is also a noun phrase. This is a noun phrase, of course, and it is the object, the object of the preposition in. It is the object of the preposition in. So this is how we are going to identify our noun phrase. When a noun phrase functions as the object of a preposition, it means that you have a preposition in the sentence before the noun phrase, just like we have here. The preposition before the noun phrase, the preposition before the noun phrase, and the preposition also here before the noun phrase. So if you see sentences like this, then you have to conclude that it is a noun phrase and it functions as the object of the preposition. Then you put them in inverted commas. Okay? Good. Now let us look at what we have on the board. We said an object of a preposition is a noun phrase that comes after a preposition and completes its meaning. That is the meaning of it. And complete its meaning. Together, the preposition and its object form a prepositional phrase. What are we trying to say? We are saying that if you take the noun phrase, you join it with the preposition together, then you have what we call a prepositional phrase. Okay? But when we are dealing with a noun phrase functioning as the object of a preposition, the preposition will not be underlined. Because once the preposition is on the line, it will not become a noun phrase. It will become what we call a prepositional phrase. So the preposition will not be underlined. Okay. Now the preposition here will be removed. Okay. We have to wipe it off. We should not underline it. Okay. Then you have the preposition before the noun phrase. Okay. Good. Now let's look at some common prepositions. You see, these are some prepositions that we have on the board here. Okay. We have in, on, at, we have under, and so on. Okay. Now let's look at our examples that we have on the board. Let us underline the noun phrase and then try to identify the function of each of these 5 sentences here. Let's begin with number 1. Number 1 reads, the teacher stood beside the classroom door. The teacher stood beside the classroom door. What is our noun phrase? Our noun phrase is the classroom door. Now, before the noun phrase, is there any preposition? Yes, there's a preposition. And beside is our preposition here. This is our preposition, okay? Beside. So, we can conclude that this is a noun phrase, of course. This is a noun phrase. And the function is, it functions as well the object of the preposition beside. the object of the preposition beside. Let's look at number two. Number two read, we rested under the large baobab tree near the river. We rested under the large baobab tree near the river. What is our noun phrase? Our noun phrase is the large baobab tree near the river. Let me join all of them together. The large baobab tree near the river. This is our noun phrase. And what is the function? The function is the object of the preposition under. Under is a preposition, okay? The object of the preposition under. Let's look at number three. Number three reads, the students sat behind the new science laboratory. The students sat behind the new science laboratory. So what is our noun phrase? Our noun phrase is the new science laboratory, okay? The new science laboratory. So what is the function? It functions as what? The object of the preposition behind. Behind is also a preposition, okay? Behind is also a preposition. Please, let's look at the fourth sentence. It says, they travel with their experienced English teacher. They travel with their experienced English teacher. So what is our noun phrase? Our noun phrase is their experienced English teacher. They travel with their experienced English teacher. So this is also a noun phrase, okay? It's a noun phrase, yeah. It's a noun phrase. What is the function now? It functions as well the object. The object of the preposition, okay? The object of the preposition with, okay? With is also a preposition, please. Okay, is the object of the preposition with. Then the last example we have for you today is, it reads, the pupils learned about the history of the Gambia. The pupils learned about the history of the Gambia. So let us identify our noun phrase. Our noun phrase is the history of the Gambia, okay? It is the history of the Gambia. And it is a noun phrase, like I said, a noun phrase. Good. What is the function? It functions as well the object of the preposition, about. About is also a preposition, please. Okay? You have to go and read prepositions if you want to learn about prepositions, so that it will help you to identify preposition in sentences. So this is what we have for you today. Our topic is object of a preposition. After today, we will not discuss noun phrases. We are done with noun phrases. Maybe our next topic will be clauses, okay? We will talk about clauses, the type of clauses like adjectival clauses, adverbial clauses, and noun clauses. That is what we are going to talk about in our next lesson. But before that, I'll give you a quiz on the different functions of a noun phrase, okay? Thank you so much for listening. Love you all. Goodbye.